Happy Independence Day, and today we have with us celebrating the release of Azad, Adil Hussain sir. So, first up, this looked like a fantastic film. I just watched the film. You should actually go and watch it. Tell us about the film and how did this happen? Tell us Azad, what Azad is and how did this film happen to you first?
I guess the character Azad and also the concept Azad, which is freedom and the kind of freedom that we have in India and which we take for granted. And how much price that we paid in order to be free. And as Tagore said that we had paid the full price for our freedom. And most probably, I don't want to underestimate the intelligence and the kind of wisdom the young generation have, but I guess we must revisit and fortify the idea of freedom and the price that people paid in order to be in gratitude towards them.
It's a huge prize,
It's a
isn't it?
huge price.
So when you actually look back at freedom, obviously, I was not there, neither were you.
I was born in 60.
Exactly, neither were you. So,
60s.
definitely. But obviously, by the time, even by the time you were born, things had changed.
Normal.
India had changed. Normal ho gaya tha. Probably you heard something from your parents, I suppose, at least.
Yes.
What were the things that you heard about those days?
Well, I come from a very small town called Gwalpara in Assam, and we knew that there were these English people ruling us who used to stay on top of the best properties occupied by them, and now it's the district collector's office and all that. Apart from that, in places like that, the kind of suppression which happened in the earlier days before when we were not fighting against them.
Yeah.
When we started fighting against them, they also obviously started dominating us, arresting people. So those are the things mostly we heard, how people used to be extremely scared of them. That you cannot say a single word against the authorities. So
In terms of if we change the dimensions today to this day, what do you think has changed in terms of what are the things that we need freedom from today? I mean, obviously, a lot of things are being talked about today.
yeah, I wish that we had. I mean, if it's the 70th year, 69th year, 70th year of freedom, I wish we were more freer than now. Like
In
70
in
years
whatever we wanted to do.
evolution of 70 years. It's a long journey. It's a long, many years that we have lived. But when I see people are not getting the privileges that you and I are getting,
Correct.
in the villages, in terms of caste, in terms of religion. So, in terms of what you really want to say, censor board has to decide.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
That is totally. I find it weird. But anyway, now I think the present government has asked for suggestion from Mr. Sham Benegal and Rakesh Onkar, and they have submitted their report, and there should not be any censorship. There should be a complete freedom of speech. At the same time, the responsibility also lies on the citizens, that how much and what you have to say. It's a question of your respect towards the other person. So it has to go hand in hand somehow, I feel. Nobody can decide what I have to say, but at the same time, I can also say some things which I would say using a language which is not necessarily to put down the other person. But if the intent is for the growth of the society, then I will say the right thing in the right way, and the opposite, the views which are of the opposite spectrum, the people those who believe in the opposite opinion, they would also understand and hear me out.
Hear you.
So there has to be a sort of a deep-seated respect for the opposite opinion. And that has to come from our education system, which I think needs complete overhaul. We have grown up in a British education system. Still it is right.
Still
And the British system had been installed in India in order to create labor force. When I say labor force, I don't mean only physical labor, but also mental labor.
Right.
And therefore to create bureaucrats, to run the judiciary. This was meant then. Well, now we have accepted that. And we have to find another way so that we don't only give them literacy and efficiency to run the society, but also wisdom in order to live a more harmonious life
Correct.
and life which has got deep respect for each other, which is missing in the Indian system.
Now, coming back to the film, because we're also talking about a film called which has just come online. Um, Shooting short films. I mean, you usually you're a theater person, you're a stage person. You've done films. Short films as a medium. How are you exploring short films? I mean, and how is this shooting? Because it's shorter, obviously, but just lesser, shorter things. How does it work out as an actor for
In terms of financially, it doesn't.
you? As a creative freedom.
Is it creative freedom? Huge. Because see, in a short film, the stakes are not commercial stakes, only artistic stakes. So in an artistic, when you are in an artistic stake situation, you are ready to take the risks which you would not otherwise in a film where I am not financing. So if like if Amir Khan is financing and Salman is financing and Ajay Devgan is financing, then they can choose to do what they want to do.
Correct.
I'm not them, so I don't have the finance the background. So these are the avenues that I get or any actor gets. That any other actor would get in order to explore their artistic freedom.
Exactly.
To say the words the way they would say it, maybe they will collaborate with the director. Can I play the characters like this? Can it be written even like that? And all that we can do in a smaller scale in a film like this.
Because I know for a fact that you have practically worked for really less money for some films because of creative freedom. So monetary satisfaction is probably not your.
I wish I used to. I would have paid there as well, but
You're someone who's given up on endorsements, so
Well,
because you don't believe in the product, so money is
so
not.
there has to be certain principles in life that one has to follow. I mean, just for money, you can't do anything. I remember Rajnikant. I'm acting with him in Robo 2. I heard the story that Rajnikant was, and this was been told, I don't know how far it's true, that he was offered 30 crore by a big cola company in 70s, whenever the Coca-Cola came back. 30 crores. And he's thought over it, and next day he called the company and said, if I drink Coca-Cola, the whole Tamil Nadu will drink Coca-Cola. I'm not sure about your product. So he didn't do it. That's what the story I heard. And I am not sure whether. So my respect for him is, it has just gone up manifold. Because I don't endorse the products that I don't agree with. Completely I don't.
Alright, sir, thank you so much for coming because I'm happy to listen to you and I hope we have a great future ahead. Thank you for watching Follow. Thank you.